I was like, what the hell am I watching? I couldn't believe it. I'm just, it's just annoying and frustrating to know that majority of these women are black women and they're behaving this way. Hey guys, it's S and I'm back with another video. So today I was scrolling through Tory Lanez's quarantine live and I had to speak on this. The behavior, the ladylike behavior on the internet is like non-existent. And I wanted to talk to the women who used to probably behave this way and, you know, kind of are ashamed, myself included. I was twerk queen when I was a teenager and always felt the need to show off my body and be all inappropriate. But the women on his live are not kids, like they're not teens, they're not, I don't even think they're in their 20s anymore. These are grown adult women behaving this way and it's disgusting. It's trashy and I just can't believe what I was looking at. But then again, the type of women he had on there, I guess that's just the standard that they give themselves. So in one of the videos, you see a woman just get drenched. Like she's half naked twerking and she's just drenched with, I think, honey and almond milk and other, I think, hand sanitizer as well, which is ridiculous since we're going through this whole quarantine. But I was like, what the hell am I watching? I couldn't believe it. I'm just, it's just annoying and frustrating to know that majority of these women are black women and they're behaving this way, and they give women like us who carry, you know, who set the standard for our behavior very high, and people see behavior like that and think that all of us behave that way. It's horrible. We gotta do better. We have to do better. And if you're watching this video, I know you want to do better and you probably feel the same way I did watching this. It's horrible. So my thing is, so set the standard for yourself. You know, following the crowd isn't always the best thing to do. You know, she had girls in this video who, I don't know, do they even think for themselves? They were just encouraging her to shake her ass and just be nasty and disgusting in this video, and none of them called her out on it and didn't even tell her, like, you shouldn't really be doing this. Like, not only are you a mother, you know, you're a wife. A wife does not behave that way. A wife does not behave that way. A wife does not behave that way at all. And for her husband to accept this behavior from her, you know, it's just, I don't know what kind of man that is. This behavior makes you look trashy, and I can't even come up with another word other than disgusting. It makes you look like you weren't raised with parents. It makes you look like you have no care in the world. And I know people think that
this is just fun, it's just fun.
This is more than just fun. I don't know, I feel like this is a weird mental issue thing. For you to think it's fun for you to do that in front of a camera, in front of men watching you and you're a wife, that doesn't sit well with me. It just doesn't make it okay. So we have to be cautious of what we're putting on the internet for our next generation and what our kids will be seeing. You know, I think this young lady has a daughter, or I know she has a child. I don't know if it's a daughter. If it's a daughter, you know, I feel for her. You know, this is the standard that she set for her daughter, and her daughter's gonna look at this behavior and think that it's okay, and it's not. It's not. It's so not okay. And me, like, I don't want to sound like I'm not somebody who knows how to have fun. I've twerked, I've had fun. I twerk with my grandma all the time, but I'm not recording it and putting it on the internet for the world to see. You know, I've learned from my mistakes, and I saw the image that I was putting out there for myself, and I saw the men that were coming my way, and you know, it was very low quality men, low quality people coming into my life because I set the bar and standards so low for myself. So I think a lot of these girls doing this Tory Lanez thing, you know, is you know, you're following the hype without thinking of the repercussions, without thinking, you know, how this might affect you or someone in the future generation, you know, for years to come. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna link the video. I'm not gonna promote this video any more than it already has, but I think you guys should look it up. I think it's like a Tory Lanez quarantine vids. Everyone's watching it, everybody's seeing this. And some of the things she was doing, I'm not even gonna mimic it. You know, you gotta learn to keep some things private to yourself. What is the need to, you know, exploit yourself in that way? You know, what do you gain from this?
Oh, I'm just having fun.
Okay. Now everybody thinks you're an idiot and you're disgusting. So now what? You know, I understand that you shouldn't care what people think. No, you should. You should. This is the rare instance that you should care, because who will take you seriously, and who will take our community seriously, our women seriously? You know, bad behavior is rewarded on social media. Bad, disgusting behavior is rewarded. And, you know, if you're not the center of attention doing some crazy thing, then you won't get recognized, which isn't true, you know. I'm very disappointed. You know, when I was younger, I never really cared to, like, I feel like my mindset was how this girl was behaving. You know, it was,
I'm having fun and I don't care, and I'm gonna twerk, I'm gonna drink and get drunk, record me.
And, you know, the next day I would be like, I shouldn't have done that. And you know, deep down inside, you shouldn't be doing these things, you know, but
you want to sell your soul? That's up to you.
you want to sell your soul? That's simply up to you. I just think that for women, especially conservative women who don't behave this way, who, you know, aren't always chasing clout and aren't looking to be famous and, you know, respect their family and respect their husbands and respect their children, you know, you're doing the right thing, and don't feel like you're in the wrong. You know, don't feel like you're going down the wrong path because it's different than what, you know, social media is doing. So yeah, like, my main concern is simply the next generation, and for young girls growing up watching with this and dealing with things like this, please just be smart about your choices. Be aware of what people are doing. You know, these are women who are older, who are probably, who I think she's entering maybe 35 or 40, you know, and for her to be behaving this way is just unacceptable. And I think there were several other girls in that video. I don't know them, and I'm sure they don't care about me, but you know, I care about you, and I care about women who are empowering each other the right way. And we need to kick these disgusting girls to the curb, because I'm no longer giving them the spotlight anymore. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. You guys are just ruining things for us. And there's strong women, strong black women who, with their clothes on, are you know, making some great changes in the world. And I don't want that. I don't want those women to be taken for granted or, you know, go unnoticed. And behavior like that is not how conservative beauties behave. Keep that in mind. So I'm trying to tap into my old self and see, you know, why did I behave that way, and why did I, you know, think it's okay to, you know, be half naked shaking my ass. And I get it, it's fun sometimes. It's fun to just be wild and young and free. But I think that, you know, as you age, you do get wiser. And for you to be doing that past like 23, you know, it sparks red flags and caution. So let me try to see where I was when I felt like this was okay, and why I felt like this was okay. One, I didn't care about my self-image. Like, I cared, but I really just cared about having fun, you know. And at 21, you know, what are we really thinking about? Especially, you know, in today's society, like, we're partying, we're having fun, we're thinking this is okay. And my life started to turn around age 24, 25, when I started to realize that just doing things like this wasn't wise. It wasn't smart to just exploit yourself. It wasn't smart to put all your business out there. It wasn't smart to, you know, I guess, just be ratchet. It's not smart. It's not a conservative way to live. It's not, you know, a healthy way to live either, you know. And that type of behavior has its own environment that comes with it. You're around people who most likely won't be bringing anything positive into your life. So when you change your behavior, you change your life. And when I started to invest in books instead of, you know, trying to invest in my twerking skills, you know, I realized a huge change in my life. Books changed my life. I'm like a totally different person compared to what I was when I was 20. And I'm talking to women who are trying to change that. You know, her behaving this way at her age is just a red flag for several other things. You know, the fact that this is a married woman and she behaves this way, this is a mother and she behaves this way, there's just so many other factors that we probably don't even know about. So, but completely judging her, yes, I am judging. From what I saw, she just doesn't have a care, you know, in the world. Doesn't really have a purpose or, you know, a true message. And that's up to her to find that. And it's up to you to find your message. Didn't mean to do that. It's up to you to find your message. It's up to you to find your purpose and to bring meaning into your life, because then you're just living carefree. You're just living carefree, and I'm telling you, a carefree life can lead you anywhere. Can lead you anywhere. You know, you want to know the direction that you're going. And it seems like that party lifestyle, that party direction is just, It's not where conservative women go. We go to the homes. We go home to our men. You know, we go home to our families.
We don't go home to Tory Lanez quarantine.
You know, I shouldn't even be laughing at this, but it's funny and disgusting. You know, to remind me of that horrific cucumber challenge. Then that's why I watch things like that. But, you know, when you sell your soul for entertainment, this is what you get. And it truly does affect Black women. You know, I want every man out there to know that not all of us behave this way. And we are going to work on changing that. We're going to work on, you know, putting positive images of Black women out there so people can see we're educated, we're smart, we don't need to be shaking our asses, our big asses all the time. You know, we're not, you know, these insecure, crazy girls all the time. You know, the extremes you see in the media don't portray us all. So understand that, people. All people. So if you guys like my videos, please subscribe to my channel and just give it a thumbs up, which would really, really help me to get my message out there. And another thing is, I do have a podcast. I was hesitant to even tell YouTube. I don't know why. I speak about YouTube on my podcast. But my podcast basically focuses on the same thing. I talk about conservative beauty. I talk about, you know, political issues going on. And I also have a few guests that I have come on there. And I've been podcasting for a couple months now. So still fairly new, but not really. There I get into more detail and more in-depth situations and topics. So if you like my content, please go ahead and check the description box. Sorry, I'm used to saying show notes. Check the description box and check it out. And you can follow me on all my social media. See you in the next video.